What's going on YouTube, BuzzDH here, and in this video I'll be talking about some of the things I'd like to see implemented into Forza 6 from a content creator's point of view. I'll be going over topics such as camera angles, UI selection elements, and a whole bunch of different stuff. Also, if you're a content creator and you have some ideas what you think you'd like to see added, let me know in the comments. Alright, so let's get this started. To kick this off, let's go to Forza 5 and start with some minor changes that can have a huge impact. Now in Forza 5's replay mode, when you actually started a replay, there's a UI bar that popped up at the bottom that took about 8 seconds for it to disappear. Now this can be a huge annoyance when you're trying to clip certain points of the video together, and you can't really determine when you want to start the clip, so the bar will be gone by the time you hit that certain point. To fix this, have a feature where you can hit a button to remove the UI and continue on with the clip. Don't worry about seeing the UI. As a content creator, I personally don't need to see what I'm doing. I know how to fast forward, rewind using the triggers, and select different camera angles like game, replay, wheel advance, and others without looking. Simply add a button to remove the UI and I'll be happy. On this topic of removing UI, you did a good job in Forza Horizon 2, but when changing camera angles, there was this overly loud noise added to notify you that you changed the camera angle. Well, from the visual point of view, I can pretty much tell I changed the camera angle, and I don't really need an audio notification to go with it. The only reason I could see they added this is when changing clips there might have been some audio clipping in between clips, so they added a loud noise to cover it up. That's just my guess, but I have no clue of actually why they put that. So in Forza 4 you had the slow spin, pan across, and other ones, but you didn't have it in Forza 5. I could see this being a whole issue with the next gen thing, and I'm okay with that. But seeing how these cameras were angled in the Forza Horizon 2, there should be no reason for them not to return in Forza 6. Now, another thing I'd like to see is a custom camera angle playlist. So, I could take car wheel advanced, wheel, pan across, take different sections from each of them, put them into a playlist where I could cycle through 10 of them during a recording. Now to take this even further, how about letting us create our own camera angle? Let us go into a photo mode sort of thing, where we can alter the lens zoom, the angle, and then lock it. At this point it would save as custom camera 1, and then we can select that from the replay menu and view it in the replay. To take this even further, maybe you could have a little talk with the guys over at GoPro and work something up. Have it branded as the Be a Hero replay mode, where you stick a couple GoPros to anywhere on the car, and then the game will record from where the angles you selected. Then in replay mode, you can either select or show hide the camera. Some people like the look of the GoPro being bolted onto the car, and other people just wanted a clean look. I know this might be going a bit far, but we're just theory crafting here. Hey, but to make it really good, add the camera angle I really want. Drone. It'd be awesome just to fly around the whole track, recording the car at any point you want to, rolling up beside it, waiting at a certain point for it to pass. Drone would be an amazing feature for a camera angle. A day and night cycle would make a great addition for video content. I'm not just talking about nighttime only, maybe sunrise, sunset, dusk, noon, all these different times of the day change the lighting of the game. And the lighting engine in Forza 5 is pretty phenomenal. Seeing the reflections off different areas of the cars during the different times of the day would be an amazing addition. On top of that, a weather engine is another thing that would be amazing. Having rain coming down very heavy on the car with thunder and lightning in the background would create some really moving content. Now let's get into the options and settings for custom offline races. Now at the moment we're super limited at what we can do. All we have is game type, collision mode, car class, drive type, etc. This is way too limited, and I'd like to see more functions added. Now if we have a look at the multiplayer custom games, you have everything in single player, but with a whole lot more. Advanced rules have grid ordering, car roll off, then you have overrides which can force stock cars and tuning, and then the cars restrictions tab has a ton of different things. Now why is this handy for a content creator? So for car restrictions you can have a full lobby of AI racers that are under a certain amount of power, or maybe under a certain year, model, country of origin. This would be great for doing a video on all Italian supercars or all classic muscle cars set to a certain power or keeping them fully stopped. A couple things I would like to see added is a custom grid placement. I myself would like to see this for my custom car series. As of this moment, offline races are set for lowest PI index to the front of the race and highest to the rear. Sometimes I build a car and its performance index will turn out to 801, so it automatically puts me at the front of the race to start. Then the build and tune turn out to be really good. I end up blowing the AI away and finish the race a full 45 seconds ahead of everyone else, and therefore the video is less entertaining. Just having that custom grid selection would be a nice little feature. Another thing I'd like to see is to have cars from my garage added into a race offline. It would be great if I was making a build and I could place it against one of the ones I already created and seeing how well it compares to it. Not just a ghost, a full-blown AI using the car I've already created. On top, I'd like to see the paint job and the body modifications added as well. Another thing that needs a return back into Forza 6 is the Forza 4 style of auction house. Having to go search for a design by just the car is a huge pain. Just by randomly searching those cars, I find guys who do some really good work, and I want to go check out some of the other things they have done. But there's no possible way to do that except for buying all the cars, going inside, checking and seeing if they painted anything for those. I don't really care if you use the credit style of buying in the auction house, I just want to see a feature that makes it easier to find greater work with much less time and hassle. Also, what I want to return is a feature where you could either gift money or gift cars to other people. For one, this is a great way to reward people for either competitions or giveaways. Also, people who don't have the time to grind out credits and can't drive the high-end cars right away, it'd be nice to hook them up with a nice new McLaren P1 or the Loft Ferrari. So that's all I have for now, guys. If I think of some other stuff, I'll create another video letting you know. Also coming up soon is what I'd like to see implemented in Forza 6 as a consumer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more great content.